So we back for the news, y'all.
Back.
Why they always lying though?
Why they always lying?
Cause that's what Esau do. He always been lying. He been lying since the beginning. What you mean? You see what the news say though, right?
Yeah.
Y'all see
News
this?
is crazy.
Y'all look at this. Look at this. Y'all see that rocket? Right? Doggone it. You gonna tell me that you flew a man up to the moon, did a moon landing, okay? But this time you're gonna spend more money with better technology and not land another man. You're gonna go around it.
Around.
Why you wanna go around? You wanna see what China been doing on they wanna see what China doing on the backside.
On the other side, they spying. They're being spies. Okay.
Okay, so let's say if that is true, right? And the moon is in the firmament. It's not above it, right? It's in it, right? It's in here.
dome.
It's in the dome.
Okay.
Okay. So if the moon is in the dome, you want to see what China is doing behind on the dark side of the moon?
Behind enemy lines.
Behind she gonna shout out that record anyway though, right? It's like, but I don't know. What he be lying so much though. You can't believe what he say. You gotta question everything with this creature. Cause doggone it, he'll tell you he going around the moon to take footage. And here's another thing. So you trying to tell me that we got a camera. We have a camera.
We have a camera
that can take photos. Y'all see the new photos? These new photos of space? And they be lying, this wormhole. Boy, you don't even know how to... He'll lie and tell you something came from 1 billion years ago, but don't have nothing from 1 billion years ago to carbon date anything. His carbon date ideology is weird too. Anyway, so you tell me you have a telescope that can reach into the edges of our... Right? Mm-hmm. But you can't find a way to make that thing point at the back of the moon.
Exactly.
Without you saving money.
Right.
Huh?
So just go ahead and send somebody on up there and spy on the other side.
He goofy enough to fake the return of Christ by setting programs and Project Bluebeam on doggone.
I don't want to hear about
Like imagine that, right? Let's put the same Project Bluebeam technology on the moon, and let's beam the so-called Christ. Let's fake the coming of Christ.
Because that's what they're going to do.
Right?
They
can do it. Because that's how much he lied. He'd be like, I'm going around. No, you're really putting technology up there so you can fake the coming of Christ and make it seem like...
Setting the stage.
Right. So then everybody can say they seen it.
Yes, right.
Right? No matter what time of day it is, because we're all underneath the same dome, we'll see it at the same time.
Exactly.
Huh? Weirdos. Okay.
It's weirder and weirder.
This the They Be Lying news report. Okay. I seen that polar missile joint. Your first thought?
You know what?
What?
I don't know. They said it was an accident.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
But was it really an accident?
I mean, but here's my thought though. If you've been watching any of my videos for any period of time on the other platforms, my brain. It's a processor, doggone it. So check me out. Let's say I shot this bullet in the sky.
Okay.
All right? This bullet weighed 5 grams. Heavy. That's pretty heavy, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This bullet weighs 5 grams. Once this bullet runs out of steam, it still goes in an arc direction. It just starts tumbling at a certain point. It starts running out of steam.
That's right. It gets slower and slower, right?
But it's not going to hit it'll hit something and damage it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it may fall through the roof. Somebody get hit. I get it. But it lost its original target, right?
That's right.
And it ran out of steam due to inertia and everything stopping,
Right.
And now let's make a bullet. That's this bullet, right?
Okay.
Now let's make this bullet this big.
Missile size.
Missile size. Let's get a missile, right? It loses its rocket,
That's right.
but it's still flying.
It's still fine.
It hit that little building. That's run out of steam. Cause a rocket could potentially decimate that entire block.
That's right.
You trying to tell me it just tore up the corner of the building? That looks like something that ran out of steam.
And got lost, right?
Yeah.
It got lost along the way.
It got lost along the way, like, right? Just like shooting in the woods, which I don't advise you to do. Don't go shooting in the woods. But unless you have the proper stop, obviously, right? But let's say there is no stop for this missile. Let's just go keep going and then tear up the side of an apartment building and 2 people gonna die. Not to make light of 2 people dying, but like, that story just don't make sense. And what I just said is more logical than Russia actually not tearing up nothing legitimate.
So did you see footage of the missile? Or is this just hearsay? Like, did we actually see it?
We got footage of that?
Do we have footage?
I don't know if we got footage of that.
That's what I want to see, the footage. Show me.
It looked like an apartment fire to me, low-key.
Show me the proof. Like, exactly.
Okay. Right? All right. Yeah. I don't know.
You can't believe everything, right?
You can't, because he be always lying. Right? Could be just a false flag, somebody known to attack themselves and blaming somebody else to gather other people's resources.
That could happen. Finger pointing thing. Look what they did. Meanwhile,
you threw that rock.
You're the one that did it.
Right?
To your own people.
Get it popping.
America does it also.
That's how all the boys signed up last time. Took our jobs. All right. All right. So, I mean, this plane crashing though. Somebody once told me, and I got out of there too. If you're watching, you know exactly what I mean. Somebody once told me, it's like the plane is crashing and we're trying to put the parts together in midair and like hope we land right. The plane broke apart. The plane is breaking apart or it's broken apart and we got all these pieces. As it's falling down to the ground, we're trying to put these.
That's horrible.
So I know you've been doing some research.
I have. And so,
tell us about this plane falling apart.
This plane falling apart. All right, you all. So, we got to talk about this food shortage.
People don't believe that, though.
They don't.
Right.
They think everything is okay.
No, they just think, the hole in that grocery store.
Okay, now,
it's not going to be a permanent.
Remember, a few months ago, it started with the formula. You guys remember that? The baby formula?
Yeah.
The thing is, and you give me your opinion now, there is a shortage of something everywhere you go. There's a shortage of something everywhere you go.
I'm seeing reports across the country that certain things are short.
Exactly.
At one store, but they're not short at another store.
Or even another city.
Everybody ain't got it all the time.
There we go. That's the thing. Everybody does not have it all the time. There are some items that you have to wait for now, that you could go and get in 24 hours, 48 hours. Now you have to wait for another week to get it, just to get it.
Or Walmart has it, but Target ain't got it. Or Target got it, but Walmart ain't got it. And or Kroger got it, but Jewel's ain't got it.
When before, everybody had it. But if you really pay attention and you notice that, you know something is up. And it's only going to get worse. Look at the price of everything. How much is flour, right?
Certain countries are not exporting. I got to stay on exporting goods. I think somebody's not exporting sugar. Somebody's not exporting certain oil, cooking oil, and certain things like that to feed their own people.
That's right.
So how much is the flour?
Flour is about almost $1 a pound. Or is that about $1 a pound almost.
Okay.
So you can get about 4 pounds of flour for about almost $4 basically. And before you could probably get that for half the cost.
Okay. So if we're looking at a potential flour shortage, then you can kind of see how that's going to affect the supply chain. Oh, yeah. If we have a flour shortage, you told me yesterday that there was a cap on flour.
Yes, it is.
On the internet.
Yes.
Is that in person or on the internet?
That is, I want to say that's on the internet.
So if you're trying to order flour online, they're going to cap you.
Right. So you may only be able to get 4 containers or, 4 bags.
4 pounds.
That's right.
So if there's a flour shortage, then that's going to affect everything, and they're gonna make sure the corporations who you still paying your money to, like your Panera Breads, like your bakeries, and like certain, Walmart bakery, Publix, the grocery stores and things, that they're gonna make sure they got the flour first before the population, general pop gets the flour.
And the price is going to increase on those items as well.
Right. So if you're smart,
you better start getting these things now. Stock up. Hey.
All right. Y'all, that's been a Why They Always Lying news report. What you mean? We're going to tell the truth and stay safe on this side. Brother Al at your service.
Sister China at your service.
Sister China at your service. Let's go. We out of here.